Over 2,000 years ago, Gaius Julius Caesar said, "I came, I saw, I conquer." Today, I say, I yearn, I learn, I earned. So my name is Smith Lemon-Yao, but I prefer Martin. I'm 31 years old. A recent graduate from the American University of Science. Major, my program was teaching English to speakers of other languages, or TESOL, and Applied Linguistics. A variety. I've taught primary level, like as young as 4th grade, all the way into university levels. So for schools that I taught, as well as a language center in Fumiheng, I taught academic English, general English program. I've also taught at language centers, and they're predominantly IELTS. I've also covered some SAT, some TOEFL as well. I find that language education is a pretty important part in my life. Prior to my application and enrollment to AUS, I already had 5 years of teaching experience, and I want to further develop my career, and so that way my career path is more in line with English teaching. Okay, well, first and foremost, of course, I want to develop my CV before I develop myself. I want to be open-minded. I want to have a better understanding of the English language, so that would definitely benefit me as an English teacher. I also want to learn about different educational approaches, different methods, different educational philosophies, different schools of thoughts, and how I'm able to apply them in my practice. Well, I really like the fact that the content, while of course is very theoretical, especially everything I had to read this much, but I really appreciate the fact that AUS professors always bring the theories back to reality. Always make sure that everything is not only theoretical but also realistic and practical, and of course very applicable for teaching like different age groups, or like for different target languages and so forth. Basically, it is about the study of languages in context. So sometimes you have two people who say the exact same things, but in different contexts. When they speak in a very different mannerism, then the message may be different. Like sometimes people say something in a very literal sense, others may be sarcastic. So it's often important to take a step back, have an overview of the context, the situation, and have a better understanding of the message. Well, in class, I do like to joke around. I do see myself as a class clown. That helps relieve stress in class. So sometimes, like I would give a funny comment or something in class, like for example about discourse analysis and the context, and also sociolinguistics, like why do some people of this culture possess certain bi-languages? And I replied, nobody knows, even they don't know. The professor couldn't help but laugh. You know, having fun in class is really my way of stress relief, because it is not easy. Personally, I felt more humbled than when I started. You know, at first, when I began, I hoped that that I would be a little bit smarter, but no, I only realized that there is much more to learn. I think it's a never-ending journey, sadly. But it helped me become more grounded, more open-minded, and try to adopt new approaches, new techniques in teaching, rather than being very dogmatic. Like, for example, some schools or some institutions, the teachers tend to be very teacher-centered. Others tend to be very student-centered. And when I spoke to them and asked them about it, they seem very dogmatic. They're very zealous when it comes to their practices. So I try to adopt new ways of learning, like different methods. Like I even learned about the Socratic dialogue, and it turns out is how to elicit students through proper questioning and answering, and how to direct students from the point of ignorance to the point of knowledge. Yes, definitely. Because at first, having just a TESOL or a CELTA alone, your career path can be very, very limited. Whereas masters in TESOL and in applied linguistics, it opens so many doors to schools, university, other educational institutes. And for me, I feel that it's given me an edge when it comes to job search. Like, for example, this Friday, I'm going to have to conduct a demo class for a university. The moment I received the degree, I started getting job offers, left and right.